I am Sheikess Auset, my segment, L for L Bay. We're here today, and I want to greet you in the words of truth. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Namaste, Hotep, Wadu to you. Hope you're having a great evening. Now, as I was on my way over here, in my saga, my journey, the police have, they're not doing anything really, but they know their time is up. These law enforcement people, they want to continue to keep stalking me and mine because they know they can no longer get money off of our paperwork because we're real Moors and these are our lands and they have no jurisdiction over us. There was a police car, and every time they do this, I'm going to do a video on it. I am a Moorish American. You have no jurisdiction over me. This is my land, and I filed my paperwork. Therefore, all police, you want to ride back and forth across the bridge, you can't come all the way over through the next city because you know you owe some money. So you're not collecting any funds from anywhere, anybody. All of these things have stopped because we've done our paperwork. And you have no more money in your pension fund. And you can no longer use the family that you've been trying to use in this city, Cincinnati, for the longest. Even when I first left and moved to another city for a good 10 years, you all still doing it. When you come back, file our paperwork, y'all about in an uproar now, trying to stage these fake little uprisings and talking about Minneapolis, Cincinnati. This man named George Floyd, they said he got beat up by the police. But law enforcement is the one that's fueling everything. Both sides. They're working with George Soros to bring these Antifa people in here and keep causing disruption and chaos. And trying to influence these children, mainly these children of color out here, to get them to tear up things over something that they know nothing about. And I had a lecture with these children. I spoke out with them in the community the past few days, and I'm letting them know, don't go out here and do that, because these people trying to set them up. They're trying to get these young children set up so they can go to jail, they can fund money off of them, and also get them killed so they can bury them, use insurance money and straight off of them on the stock market. And these are a lot of the new children that are coming in, like our crystal children, and they have such a high spirituality, they're trying to destroy them. And so we just, as wide awake people, this is my journey, this is what I've been doing for a long time. I'll keep doing it too. Keep on speaking out for the truth. Because this world is coming down. The United States no longer has the money that it has. Trump's trying to do his best, I believe. And he should be able to stay in there another 4 years to get things done. But they're trying to really keep on coming with this foolishness that they've been trying to do. And you got these police, they want to follow me around, me and mine, see what we doing. Trying to follow you to a bridge. They turn around because they know they can't cross that city into that bridge that you're walking toward too. And they turn around because they don't have any money. And they're using these little cops to do this stuff, these little black Negroes or whatever, who don't have no nationality and think they're going to keep on funding something that they're bankrupt off of. No, we're at the end of it now. So this is what we see. It's not just with us as Native Americans, the ones that know who we are. It's all around this whole country. Those of us that have filed our paperwork, people of different nationalities that were already here, and they have that paperwork to prove that. So that's what time it is, and that's what this is all about. Mainly it involves the Democrats, the demon rats, I call them. They don't really have the money to campaign or even try to get elected again. They won't get back in. This is their end, and they're just still trying to fight. Because we're in a time now, more people should be waking up into who they really are and finding out, their bloodline and finding out who they really are and try to save themselves and their families. That's what time it is. Prepare. Because America's fallen and it has been taken over by foreigners. That's who we see that are funding these things, that Antifa and all of this. They're funding it through the Black Boule, through George Soros. He's the one funding the whole thing, and he's bringing these antagonizers in to cause trouble and instability and to blame it on these children and work with these businesses that really don't have money, and they're trying to keep on, doing what they've been doing, and they know they can't because they owe a lot of tax liens, and they're just trying to still generate income unlawfully through the trade sources and things like that. and trying to get these children to think that this race thing is real when it's real actuality not. There are cases like that, but they want to keep them thinking, oh, this is white man beating up on the black man, when in actuality this was like a sacrifice they were reenacting of a so-called black man that was more than likely stealing off of a celebrity or somebody's famous straw man, and they had to sacrifice that person. But that's not that actual person. That man, George Floyd, that picture, that was a fake person, and they staged all that with the fake police. But they do use the police to do these things, you know, and that's why they try to follow us around as, you know, the nationals and a few of us here in this city and other places, you know, because they're just so angry and they know they can no longer steal off of our family estates. So that's what time it is. And so I told the youth, don't buy into that here in the city, because they use them, and then they said, oh, the youth are tearing up stuff. And then they went and started boarding up these places, putting people on these fake curfews and want people to stay in the house. The same thing, coronavirus all over again. Because they're mad because Trump shut down Hollywood, shut down the sports because they owe all this money. So they had to come with this fake coronavirus thing and, you know, try to act like this thing is real, and they know they don't have no money to do this election, these demon rats. And they're trying to use these children and using Antifa, which is a funded program by the George Soros. He's giving billions of dollars into these protesters. Some of them have good hearts, some of them don't know they're being used. And the ones that are doing the tearing up, and they're paying these youth to do it too, is these people from Antifa and the Black Boule. They're part of it too. They're getting funded too to tear down their own communities. They don't care about these people out here. And this is what we're saying. The so-called black people, they think they see another black person supporting this stuff on TV, and they think it's real, but it's not. Because that person is basically collecting money through all of these advertisements they stage through law enforcement. They get paid too, these fake-ass stories, because that's how they're benefiting. They're not helping these people out here. Just look at the condition. They're not helping. They're coming in there and getting money for their own self off of this stuff and using these children as bait. So that's what time it is, and we want to tie this all into School of Culture and Refinement. This is part 31, and we want to go over our units. 7 units: how to sew, how to cook. 2, 3, how to clean. 4 is how to take care of your children. Unit number 5 is how to take care of your husband. Also, husbands have to learn how to take care of their wives, and people have to learn how to save themselves, because that's what time it is now. Unit number 5. Unit number 6 is what we're tying this into today: how to act at home. Unit number 7, how to act abroad, because this is all national, international, that they're operating these psych-ups off of. So I hope this gave you some clearance on what was going on. I was making my journey back to my humble abode. I hope you all had a great evening. And keep your eyes wide open, people, because you're getting played. You need to wake up to the truth, those that haven't waken up. And those who haven't, well, it's just getting a little bit too late for you. That's sad to say. So you got to get some balls on you, start studying, learning more, find out what's really going on.